kan kun finde... Nå ja, der er de har fundet.
I would also like to show you this bag made out of mosquito net.
Oh.
Because when you stow your wet clothing, in these, it doesn't take up so much space. You can compress it a bit.
Huh.
Instead of having a locker for
Yes.
5 sets of deck clothing,
Yes.
you can just put it in here. It doesn't take up much space, and because it's made of mosquito net,
Yes.
if there's some moisture in the clothes, and there almost always is when you get to port, it can still evaporate. So that's one of our small inventions.
That's fantastic.
Compress it, but still let it
Breathe.
let it breathe. Yeah, exactly. With a name on. So you just take your bag, and then it's all collected. You don't have to look for where's my trousers, where's my jacket. It's in the packet here. So this is also very good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is
our refrigerator.
a very multi-function, multi-purpose area of the boat.
Really. Here's everything.
Yeah.
That's in this corner of the boat. This is our refrigerator. Not electrical.
No.
We can fill it half up with ice cubes, if we can get it from the fishermen and the harbor.
Right.
Or we can use these filled with water.
Huh.
In most ports, there's a kiosk, gas station, grocery shop, somewhere where they have a freezer. And I think we have experienced twice in our life to be rejected when asking if it's possible to have these stored in the freezer, the deep freezer, during the night. And then the next day we can get them, and we have refrigeration for 3-4 days, depending on the climate we're sailing in. So it's very, very easy.
I think when people hear that you've sailed so far to come to their country then it carries some weight and respect. And so
they're very helpful usually and welcoming.
That's wonderful.
And besides, they know that they can sell us some milk and
that's right.
yogurt if they freeze these ones. So it just works. It's not an essential system to keep going.
Yep.
So we keep it simple. We could have electrical refrigeration.
Yep.
But we know that it will break down someday and cause us trouble. It's not necessary. It's nice to have cooling. It's nice, but it's not necessary. It doesn't keep the boat afloat and moving.
Right.
So it's not necessary to make it complicated, so we keep it that simple. Then it can also be like this and like this. Both for Sebastian. He's not as high as us, so we have stowage of other things.
Oh, even better.
That's nice. Yeah, we have medical stuff out there.
Okay.
And, a grab bag with flares and water and a bit of food and everything. It's always always ready. And especially when I'm sailing long distances alone, I put it right here at the companionway, so I can grab it immediately and leave the boat. I have a plan so that I can leave the boat within 1 minute. I've trained it.
Really?
So I can get into the life raft in 1 minute. And of course, hopefully I will never need to practice that maneuver in reality, but but it's possible. So I have to sleep when I'm sailing long distances alone, of course.
Right.
The boat could hit something, or something could hit the boat, and then it's nice to know when you were sleeping in your berth that you are completely ready to leave the boat immediately.
Wow. I know a lot of boats that have all kinds of survival gear and abandoned ship gear, but I don't know many who've gone through the drill and know exactly how long it will take to evacuate.
No, that's very important, because you can't use your gear for evacuation if you have to find it first, and more important, if you have to think about what you will need in your life raft. You won't have the time to think about it.
At that point, you can't think about anything.
If you have to use the life raft, it's right now you have to use it. And you can't think, oh, a good book would be nice, and no, you can't. You should just grab the bag, a bottle of water, perhaps, and jump into the life raft. I always have my this EPIRB transmitter. It's in my life jacket when I'm sailing alone, so I know I will get it with me if I leave the boat. I know that it will follow me wherever I go. So if I go to the life raft, this one goes with me. That's really good to have. And I always carry this one, the VSF, in the pocket, also when I'm asleep, when I'm sailing alone.
Really?
So I know that if I leave the boat, for some reason, this will follow me too.
You don't want to have to evacuate the boat and get in the life raft and then watch your boat sink and then realize, oh no, I forgot the VHF.
Exactly. Because if someone sails into me and damage my boat so it sinks, then I'll probably be able to make contact to them immediately after with this one. So
right, because they probably wouldn't even
theory.
know.
It's all theory.
Yeah.
A lot better things could happen, but in theory I might be thrown into the water or have to go into the life raft in a very short time. But if another ship caused my boat to sink, I might contact them, and I will only have to suffer 10 minutes in my life raft before I'm picked up again.
Because if a big ship hits you, they won't even know.
They won't know. No.
They won't even feel it.
But I would like to be able to tell them. So this is a sleeping area. It's a refrigeration area.
Yes.
And it's also a navigation area.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really works good. I made this table myself, and it's a multi-purpose table. It's for cooking.
Aye.
Most bigger boats, very much bigger boats I've been in, have less table space in the kitchen on this small boat, and that's what's always needed, I think. It's space on the table to cook.
Yes.
And of course, for navigating, I made it so it fits exactly the Danish charts, but that was 1 year before I skipped using paper charts.
Right.
Everything is digital now.
Yep.
I have CMAP here, and this is an ordinary and inexpensive laptop.
Ingenious!
Yeah, and it fits exactly into here. So when I buy another laptop, I have to rebuild my boat.
Oh no!
But it fits exactly here. And then with a waterproof mouse.
Oh wow!
It's waterproof. I can navigate what I need to do here. I can of course also do this. Then it's an office. I can write, sit here and write, especially if I take down this. It's quite a good place to sit and work.
And you have a nice view out the port.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
So you use your laptop computer for navigation, for electronic navigation?
That was my intention.
Yeah.
It was a year before the mobile phone got into my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like that changed things.
Yeah, it did. So I almost never use this one, actually. I use my mobile phone. I think it's right behind you. Yeah, it's here. The smart little wonder.
Oh, please tell us.
It's an Android phone. It could be an iPhone. It could be anything. This is great because it's waterproof. I have all my charts, navionics. It's cheap. The charts are excellent. The GPS is integrated. You can make routes. You can do everything. So when we circumnavigated England, I didn't use anything but this thing.
Just your
Actually,
phone.
I have all the machines here.
Yeah.
Just use my phone.
That's the only thing you used.
Yeah. You can see here.
Wow.
And I can have it in my pocket. When we're sailing, I can just check. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. So I don't have to go here and look on complicated screens and start up the PC or anything. I can just
How much did the software and charts cost?
It was very, very cheap. For all the way around England and Ireland, Holland, Belgium, Germany.
Yes.
A total cost of about $80. So it's very, very cheap.
No.
$80 for it all. And I calculated that if I was to buy paper charts
Yes.
for the same voyage, it would be extremely expensive, around $6,000 actually. I don't understand how they can do it, but it's just as good. But of course I have backups because it can break down.
Yes.
So you have this PC with the charts on. I have a complete similar PC with all the charts on the same software, absolutely ready to plug in if this.
You have a backup for
backup for this one. So
is that also Navionics software?
No, it's OpenCPN.
Okay.
So it's for free. It's free navigation software. CMap costs some.
The charts.
Yeah, the charts cost something. But the navigation software is OpenCPN. It's free. It's open source software, and it's excellent. That's what I use. Then I have the mobile phone.
Yep.
On Anne-Marie's mobile phone, the charts are installed too. On the iPad, they are installed too.
Really?
So actually, we have 5 independent units with all our charts on them. So we should be very, very unlucky if things should go wrong.
Yeah.
If the electrical system will break down on the boat, I have a small solar panel.
Yes.
That can charge a mobile phone. If we encounter lightning, thunder, which might do some damage to electrical or electronics,
Yes.
we put the mobile phones in a pan and cover it.
Really?
Have a Faraday.
Put the phones in the pan.
Yeah. Then it's theoretically, I've read, it should be protected from the electrical interference from the
Oh my God!
lightning.
I've never heard of
So,
people putting their electronic
No,
devices in
no.
a Faraday cage
No,
when they're
no,
sailing through lightning.
Yeah, we do. That's where our charts are. We don't put it on the stove now, but except from this, I have a small rudder.
Yes.
I have the AIS, very simple one, but it works, and it's excellent when I'm sailing alone, because when I get up every 15 minutes and look around,
Yes.
if I see a light in the night, I can decide immediately how far it is and what direction it is going. So I can decide very fast if I have to stay up and watch how things are going, or if I can go back to my comfortable berth. So that's really great. VHF, Navtex.
Navtex. Can you
Navtex.
tell me what Navtex is?
It's a very old-fashioned system, actually. But it's quite good because you can receive navigational information and weather forecasts even when rather far ashore.
Yes.
Some 400 nautical miles from the nearest station. It looks like some Star Trek or something.
It does, yeah. So it's a text-based weather report.
It is. You see here, we got the weather report here. The nice thing is that I have it as a text, so I can always read it again if I forgot. So it's very good. Up to around 400 nautical miles from the nearest Navtex station, you can receive this. Here in the Faroes, this is a Faroe station we receive here. But when I go back home, there's a powerful station in Norway and one in Cullercoats, east coast of England also. So I will receive from them also. So that's very good and very important when you're sailing 5, 6, 7 days.
Yeah.
When you get to the end of that period, your weather forecast when you took off will not be valid anymore. So you have to update all the time. So it's actually very good.
So that's your only source of weather after you go offshore?
Yeah, except if I pass very close to an oil drilling platform in the North Sea. They have often a mobile network for their employees, and if I pass them close, then I can get a mobile phone connection. I can call back home.
Oh wow!
In the middle of nowhere, so that's great. And I can download some grip files. I use the grip files very much.
Oh, I see.
When I spot a platform, I just go close to it, as close as I'm allowed to. There's some safety distance, but then I can often have a signal.
I've never heard of somebody sailing by an offshore oil platform to use their cell phone network to get a grip file.
I know. It's It often works, and I can make a phone call back home and send an SMS, and so that's great.
Are you writing a book?
I have written a book. It's not been published yet. I have a publisher. I've written a book about our voyage around England last summer, and then I'm writing a blog. When I go on these voyages, I'm writing of my experiences and people I meet, and the boat and the sailing and stuff like that.
I can't wait to read about your past voyages. So it's your refrigeration area, it's a sleeping area, it's got your first aid kit and your navigation equipment, and communications equipment.
Yeah, it's an office.
It's an office with a view.
With a view. It's a kitchen, and this is so easy to stow away and having more space.
Aye. Oh, you have a spot.
This is a spot
Huh.
tracker.
What does that do?
It sends my position to satellite, thus making it possible for people who read the blog and my family and friends to keep track of where I am. So that's awesome. It's not for safety reasons, because it's not reliable enough to count on for safety, but it makes some peace of mind with my relatives and friends, and
they can go to your...
That they can see, okay, he's alive still, and
he's moving.
He's moving. Yeah, he's afloat and he's moving.
He's going in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
But you said it's not reliable, so...
Oh, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah. Do you tell your friends and relatives that if all of a sudden they don't see you?
Yeah, don't panic.
Right.
And it's just a spot system, not working perfectly.
And you have a fire extinguisher right there.
Yes, and the autopilot here.
Autopilot?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The tiller pilot. So
God, there's so much stuff going on in this little space.
Yeah, exactly. and the few paper charts I have, and this, if you're a sailor, you probably know it very well. This is magic.
Oh, yeah.
Magic carpet. I put it here. I can put everything here and it won't fall down.
I see. Wow, yeah, it's
when
really grippy.
Yeah, it is.
A little light.
It's just for...
Very nice LED.
With, the batteries in. So this is an example of how we use any available space.
Yes.
Preferably to at least 5 purposes. And you seldom have to cook at the same time you are navigating. But it's even possible for Sebastian to sleep here. I've made the table so high here so he can sleep while we are cooking or navigating or writing or so on. So lots of possibilities. The galley is very simple, not many modifications here. It's under here. Alcohol stove. For the sake of not having explosives on board, things like that. And this is our oven.
That's your oven.
That's my oven. I've just baked.
Look at that.
A rye bread this morning.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Very, very simple. It's not necessary for making the boat float.
Yes.
And move. So it's very simple. But of course, it's very important yet.
Yes.
So.
Oh my.
Back to the stove. Just put this on. Fill it with lasagna, a cake, bread, stew, whatever you would like to make. Put it there. And this one on top so that you can get air to it here and work. And everything you can make in an oven, you can make in this, except for pizza.
That's amazing.
It's very, very simple.
This is designed to be used this way.
Yeah, it is. It is. And as you see, it bakes.
That looks like that's a beautiful loaf of bread.
Yeah, it is.
Cooked on the stovetop, on an alcohol stove.
Yeah, no problem. And you can do it while on the way. Also, I often bake some fresh bread. In the evening, I make the dough, and the next morning, I just have to light the stove and then half an hour later I have fresh bread for my breakfast, so it's really nice. I have a big one and a smaller one
That is amazing.
as well. So it works, and it can't break. It always works. So that's one of the big advantages. And of course we can, but that's very normal for.
Oh, it's on a gimbal?
Yeah.
How wonderful is that? That's amazing.
Then
And then some more
Storage.
storage space.
storage space, yeah. Elastics down here.
Elastics.
Yeah. So that you can. Every bottle, lots of bottles here.
Uh-huh.
They are kept in place with elastics.
Oh, I see.
It's underneath here I have my spare parts. Here too.
Oh, and another locker space right there.
My wife didn't like to reach for spices in here
Yes.
when the stove was
Oh,
lit
yeah.
because of the vapors and the heat.
Yes.
So she made this one herself.
Really?
Yeah. For spices. She loves to cook and she's very good at it. And she loves to have a big selection of spices. So they are here with a rubber band so they won't make
Oh,
noise
wow.
when we are on the way and they can't escape.
I see. And then all your plates are up in here.
Yes.
Paper towel holder.
Yeah. Non-magnetic. I made the mistake
Yeah.
of fitting a holder for the
Yeah.
kitchen towel here. They're made of iron.
Oh.
And
Oh.
I didn't understand
Right next to
why the compass didn't show correct values until I realized that it's this one. so remember, when you fit anything, it should be made of stainless steel. Of course.
Anything near the
I
compass.
didn't think about it. It was but
And then you have a little sink right there.
sink here without the
No faucet.
no. We use these.
I
got 10 of these, carrying 112 liters of water.
Uh-huh.
They can't break.
Can't
There's
break.
no pump that can break. It's not electric.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
They are not essential for making the boat float
Yeah.
and move. And you can stow them anywhere, so I can distribute the weight in the boat,
Oh.
which is important in a small boat, as I told you before. So we have some of them in here. Some water is in here. Something is in the forepeak. It's very flexible. You can fill a pan from here. Or you can pour directly into a pan on the stove. You can't if you just have a like here. So,
Yep.
and it only uses gravity. And you can always find water. You don't have to have a water hose
Right.
on a harbor that can make all the way to your boat.
Yes.
I just go and fill these.
You carry it.
I carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To wherever there's.
Two at a time, and then I can quickly refill them all. This evening I filled them from the harbour office.
Yes.
Here in Westmanna, the Faroes. So I can always get water.
I really like how you're distributing the weight throughout the boat where you need it.
Yeah, when I need it. So I like small units that I can move wherever I want them to be. In here, usually there's a big engine weighing a lot, taking up a lot of space.
Yes.
I've chosen to have an outboard, which is very uncommon for a long-distance cruising boat.
Yeah.
But it works perfectly. It makes the boat very maneuverable. It's cheap, and it doesn't take up space in the boat, thus making the boat feel like it was 3 feet longer than it actually is. Because I have this huge storage compartment where the engine should be. There's water, there's a Jenica, a storm sail, immersion suit, evacuation, safety lines, a hammock, all kinds of essential equipment.
Normally the engine went there.
Yeah, most boats of this make, there's an engine there. But I chose deliberately one without an inboard and have the engine outside instead.
I guess that makes this boat much more maneuverable under
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
Because you can change the angle of
Exactly.
the propeller.
I can turn it actually around the keel itself. I almost never use the engine unless I'm in a calm or in a maneuver in a harbor or so.
Yes.
And it can just as well be an outboard. These small improvements, they make a really big difference on how it is to be here. 3 adults, 2 children for a long period, and make it safe and possible. So small improvements, they make a big difference in the end.
Thank you.
Yeah.